TV Franco TV ni bi ana brand bay every 32 inches go 55 inches tabletop fridges printers dia na ohia accessories ahodo ni nyina ya tete so kama obetima kwa Google Play Store no download Franco Trading app no ebebo papa mo bo shop no na de obeto no oto online na abekwa website www.francotrading.com opeso afrain 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 CD capsules eno ne adura say woso eno ne adura de boy ho ban eno ne adura ema ya hoden akotia coronavirus so person boost immune system na CD capsules and CD ointment ne de honam yawo eho adwuma say e okoto dwe obatwe waposo sisi achi opa ba bia ebehwe na ate yawo ne te de amount Bryce Senior High School yekofodua kukurantumi say meka say school na akwanya wom form 1 o form 2 o form 3 o ba bia opeso odo ba no eba yebe no na de omu ne se eba nso hwede a ubetwa de onu hode enti awofo amopesuku amama no momfre number is 0242 071 185 petrosol is obetu kan petrosol ana sempo no wo felo card ama sebe driver ni akwa ye adwuma petrosol ene ye kanfo ede ama so enyima koya daroma ene de Kasiebo yi ebremo na ye nhase emfiri eye ensamfufuro mu a na sempo no ensem na NDC amanyoko se de enyasem ketu akra meka sei amanyoko no mu dere ni nyina ne se ma hye dwani ogina mu manfo a eho nofton abato mpesua so yɛra Samuel okujeto ablakwa no atwe a so atwe ne ho ɛde afiri abadwaku a wɔn ɛna wɔn ɛhwɛ suso na afei mpokra no wɔfefe emu ɛde fa nipa ya pa wɔn so mmerɛ ya so afo no na mrahye ni ogina mu manfo wozibila abato mpesua so watifidi wapuwe mantamu onumanyafo Cletus Apu Avoka ɛna wɔde atodwa sɛ wodi yɛra Samuel okujeto ablakwa hu ya papa sanse yɛ wɔn panifo ewa manyukonum ya mpanimfo ewa bedwafie ho tibibi ni kra nko ne mpanimfo susu ho na eja yese eto de edin a ene esufre mema nkafutuo bi ho ahom de ama no sansa adwene edi ba akofo tirim na se sa niam ni nyina entimi amaso na empo ekokọ ba se watworo krata ne abahwim se ya pan na wako speaker hospital ne nakasa so no susu a chinchiro se de ogina ne de enukra nyamianum wanya de.
He addressed the letter to the speaker, and I think that is not the right or the best procedure. It is not the speaker who made him a member of the appointments committee. It is his caucus, his leadership. They will normally look through the list of members they have and find out who is who would serve better in the particular committee. He should have addressed the letter to the minority leader of his caucus.
When you belong to a group, as it is now, NDC minority, you have 137 MPs, member of the appointments committee, and then for whatever reason he decided to resign. Nothing stops you from resigning. Now the question is, when you were being appointed as a member of the appointments committee, there was some consultation that went into appointing you. I've been deputy general secretary before. I want to believe that when Parliament takes certain decisions now.
Move chance yero avocado ni sie na kwaku simeka bi kwaku asem oditi odwa na no pai e odwa so se dwumadie so no e na wo kire se wo hwe kwan a yewura ablakwa fa so na wo twe ne ho na wo hwe abaka se bia opese minkunya ana sempo no niema oye no no ankasa ni yie die ntisanse na akwanya wo ho enti na wo se ko ne mpanimfo di ho nkomonti de yewura Cletus Avoka e ka ye no ebi na kwaku anyedaho enso e de atoso.
When you belong to a group, as it is now, NDC minority, you have 137 MPs, member of the appointments committee, and then for whatever reason he decided to resign. Nothing stops you from resigning. Now the question is, when you were being appointed as a member of the appointments committee, there was some consultation that went into appointing you. I've been deputy general secretary before. I want to believe that when Parliament takes certain decisions now, I'm the Baba Fek. And as I'm a Fek, I'm the Baba Secretary. I'm a secretary. Okay, 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 that is the procedure. It's a young it's out of 137. Now, cancer 13. And I said 12-1. Can you say party number and number would you be say, yeah? O constituency for and a trouble so you want to resign. I just want to ask, you are part of a minority. Did you consult the minority leader? You come from a region. Did you consult the voter caucus? You come from a constituency. Did you consult the constituency?
Koku anyi do ho ene na wote ye no make say okwa santima ntamu ha kane dwom treni abedi akire Alhaji Sani Mohammed enso so dia to dwa say roku je to abla kwansam a ababeto dwa no he e wo se NDC amanyuko no sore waka betu krom ko tokro bi no mu nkosem enkofo mo ho adwene esanse nipa e wo fom a wo ye NDC agitafo dodo na bemu ahyase ebu say broku megu israeli na etikum akobio no bofo edi na yawo ne tu aka ni na ne ye di akire ye be den ensem wo ho na omwai ni no nka nokore no na fei ompe ano aduro
enema ekoso wo NDC samrain enya de a enyina ya boju so enema enkoyi sene e ka say the center is not full for that matter and things fall apart. So we share the teaming supporters of the party as at now no the little confidence I want the caucus, minority caucus in parliament. And they said, near my start here, not a policy idea. Not just I have my confidence now, there be a teaming supporters in the one. Now, I feel the leadership in parliament among the minority caucus, say, Bibisa, Kone, Nkuya, almost responsibility. So, Moshe said, Bibi Bekuyi. And Nkuya, quite a problem, we have the leadership of the party. So, there must be a consultation between the two bodies. It is Nkuyi, the annex, Nema, Atati. As at now, the party here a retreat. Now you what is actually happening? Here, proper overhauling any postmortem. Now you said what is going on. You who the reality now. I'm sorry, I'm moving forward. This is what I say.
Wey and someone Alhaji Sani akane no adwom treni abedi akire e wa santima ntamode tudwa
we nyina ye tesia ngaza Kasiebo mu Adom 106.3 FM na busia ye hwiegu de mabo no NDC amanyoko no ye mfirimu ye nkoye ni mu omu evisa nura nkrata NDC mrahye badwani mu omanfo ye abobo enofton Samuel Okuje tabla kwa edibetu dwa no ayepi so amanyoko no mu ene ye kire kwa ha na kire ba ha sekresi ye hwiegu fam no na enei ensamfoforo abetodwa wunim senura wokuja to wabro ka se maviriza sepe ena manfo hyase se wo kasa ene leadership na wo emrahye badwam no wonum adwuma abo ye wonhuso enema ye nwonwona nti yenyi wo mfiri wo wonko emma bimra na nei pani bia wonim bambo mu ye ne ekosue wo se watena kire efa bambo ho no wode nani krutua wisi adi achiabe ne ekoso wo NDC amanyoko num na ade ba ko a wohune se empanimfo eda amanyoko na no ene bia ye wadwin so abatwo na ekoso afimpinu ne aduonu no chese NDC supporters o matoroto wo man hweyi ombeyi o mafiri wo echi o mahyase ene wo mune na mu no wo keka niema bom ebubobo niema mu sase bayo na wonum dibre ye kitabo no amanfo bewu so mu na mo badwuma echi mu ko bie wa monsanko owura po aten ena asemi wode tudwa na nasemu a wo kanyina no ejina general secretary yoda NDC amanyoko na no Johnson Asiedu nkatia nasemu ode betu dwa se ai mpanimfo edam rahye badwa no NDC amanyoko no mo rahye badwam no wonwie wo ho adwuma eti omo ka ase kwoto nsem no enkwaso nwie ti afe no omo behwe no ombeyi omo ombeda rahye badwa na no no owura po atisi dabi ne mpanimfo ye de na de entie Asiedu nkatia nsem no mra.
After every election we reconstitute the leadership of parliament, even if it means to reconfirm them. We haven't done that yet because of the court case. And so we started, but we got to a point where we felt that let us finish with the court case and we'll come back to it. When you have a situation where some people think that, oh, these people are not permanent, they themselves, they don't have the confidence to act the way they should be acting. And then there are other aspirants who want to occupy their position. They may also be acting in ways to upstage or undermine them when the opportunity exists. So we will look at it and then we will firm it. I'm sure by the time they return from the break, we would have taken these decisions.
Abushia say na Owura Johnson asi edunkati aka nu o. Se o court ni nti na omuka say omonto ombo na omunwie ye eti omo demra hyebedwa no NDC amanyokuo no omo nyina omo konkon omo hange woro wo betumi ayiwo ne afiri woni onko recess mre ebi anansa kiraba na nu no Owura Pobo aten ya di tudwa se ade no mpanimfo eda NDC amanyokuo na no efiri headquarters wo mo ye no eyomo ankasa bo mu bambo ene wodwene ho efiso omuso omuso makwa abato omadi ntwopoto eti set ye bia na reya grassroots supporters ye bo bese oni amonko mokura manti bamfe ye nkwepo eti omo ye niema bese onye ye mfonso ewe mu mfonso ena mpreto so saa na ode kwa wanim na se obi besi fomo a eye mpanimfo eda manyoko na no ena wose ye sesan won
before so de ewo ho pa otie omo support no ne ade ntimi fin se ebredu se omo ne omo nkofo ne kaseye say no utie party for na nkasa nkomodie ne ye kura ye niema kakra ya leadership no de omo change a ebebo apa na ushemu a yemfa se meka party executive no na nkasa dodo na
eti omo no hyede chifti kwa parliament say ye ko change wa na sesen
say no strategy na omo ye na party executive dodo na pese omo contest make say bi kura ye campaign bi wasante region me ma hiesie bi omo ye campaign sesia e bi kura omo kura share ye election omo antimi ankolete results no omo ne na ma omo san ko ye say omo person be contest general secretary ni admin person be omo ni omo enti ohwe ne ekọ party ni ma mo adwuma no mo ntimi anye mo pese mo samba ana support base ne buofu enti say no ayes say omo pese omo be contest no party ni mu ebi fin say omo achedodo omo kona from na omo fin say 2024 die eye dan ya omo mele omo betimi awie ni because omo fin say enfie nwotwe bia
Center for Security Studies of Aniya Bodano Owura Pobo aten no no owie ya na ewura mra hyebedwam yase yankosa nergu abatro mpesa so efisa wode mra hyebedwani a wobube wonimonyamfo efu se ni wo ho ne yemisa ne se yase wonum leadership na adwuma abo ye no enkoyie eti ne wonko recess mrai na ye futu afra reshafo pinso ne da wonomo na efu se ni se party ne mpanimfo so wote ekwote so awoni wokwi wo so obi ani ni mu efise baby omokeka kono se wetro papa amanyoku NDC pani chese constitution ye wom anamra kuni ode ye adwuma no ebo seso mbe yi akanifo a emra hyebedwafo no NDC fo no wo ne wo so yie no oni party na kabomu no wage watomu eno so kura de oso ma ya wie dadada wo ma ya wie na wonimonyamfo asiedu nkati akoro ye atebo eti leaders wo no wo bi ntumi nkasa omunwie ye eti mu obi amfana foforo ema wo so mra hyebedwam
before so de ewo ho pa otie omo support no ne ade ntimi fin se ebredu the same leadership not too long ago you upload say omo no mo botuma pa yetimi speaker even in the minority it has never happened in the public a minority party or party with a lesser number win the speaker your party constitution to me go outside members of parliament go change because the leader is the leader of the members of the house obi to be choosing it from outside without recourse to members of parliament the party to be trapped be nakase without recourse to members of parliament they are choosing him out they can do that omu hand in the post yes omu ka ho but omu to be continue kukom no mo kwa eko yi bi naka bebe ka che say ya you win that police and yes those are not the rules that leadership is for members of parliament if you go and bring a leadership that we think we cannot work with in the wisdom of the famous of our party constitution Omuka say is the members of parliament who elect their leader. The NDC MPs have absolute confidence in their leadership. Notwithstanding the fact that yes, we think things can always be better. No matter how handsome you are, you still need to buff.
Abushia sanergu mra hyebedwani no wonmonyamfo efu se ni no kiremo wo hu afesan ye wo so dwade timpanimfo no ewom se wo ye adwumanfo so wo hu so wo so yire wonti wontu won
yentu Kasiebo no so na ene ya wada ayi Yesu maye ade abachi Yesu amanehunu wo kire fie eye Good Friday we dey pani bi was Good Friday na etwamu a na yese wo kire no be no miensa bere mu no na gogota bepo so Yesu Kristo eba beja ye ho akọ na ne nansa so wasa sore na Ghana mapena na dan kwakufu ado akasa a kire se o ma Ghana fo nyina fishia pani trin kwa unim se nke eduru Easter se ya nana ene wo fa ne car se ya wo furu ko bipo se ya ene papa twumfie na kwa hye hodin nansa no asaba ene my mind day on you kra no sa nansa ne nyade obehunu no na afi usanse coronavirus yade yi sesei atoto ne panfa wiase nyina ma yenhunu sebe botwa no mpo ne de korahye eba bibia fa nigye ho ana sempo no yenhyiehia eniti Ghana mampani a kirem se Easter yi eba de ne nso yemye ne na ho sanse bronya ye kokoasa ekwo ye nan se bo lege ena coronavirus bo yesu le wi a kire ne ani afekere ho akese yade ebeti atisa enti sabre ya Easter yi bai didi e ontimi nkase Ghana fo ye ni yebedi nanso yenhwe yie se coronavirus ho hyehyɛ ne ho mra ene nyema mpanifo de agu akwamu ne nyina no yebedi super pepepe nya na no payi ena wone Ghana fo ekasai.
Last year, due to the onset of the pandemic, we had a muted Easter celebration. We began a vaccination campaign with some 600,000 persons vaccinated. We expect that in the course of the coming week, an additional 300,000 vaccines which we have purchased would have arrived in the country for deployment. Whilst the vaccination campaign is going on, the number of active cases, which stood at over 7,000 a few weeks ago, is on a steady decline, currently at some 1,746. Clearly, my fellow Ghanaians, we're by no means out of the woods, and so we'll have to endure this year another quiet Easter, devoid of public gatherings and the merry-making that characterize the season. There will therefore be no Easter conventions, Easter picnics, parties, or gatherings at the beaches. Church services must be held for a maximum of 2 hours, and the requisite social distancing rules must be strictly obeyed. We also have the gains we made prior to last year's Christmas, where our active case count stood in the hundreds, were eroded because of our failure to continue to adhere to the protocol.
Ghana mampani na dan kwakufu ado ena echirem no kire se enhyehyɛ ya de agu akwamu efa coronavirus no emra ene de ya brabra ni nyina da so ya adwuma.
Nightclubs, cinemas and pubs continue to be closed. Funerals, concerts, theatrical performances and parties are banned. Private burials with no more than 25 people can take place with the enforcement of the social distancing, hygiene, and mask-wearing protocols. Spectators are still banned from going to the stadium to watch football matches. The police service will ensure strict conformity to these restrictions, and anyone found to be flouting them will be dealt with in accordance with law. Let us observe all safety protocols and stay safe. On behalf of my beautiful wife, Rebecca, my children and family, and on behalf of government, I wish all Ghanaians a happy Easter.
Easter ni de bedi de nanso na wa ni tua se enye desa se kasamri kwawo arawo sem se na yesuma yen se ntwreni akosi biamana se wo de se ye ntimi amenti wo foro na ko hwese ye kwawo sitie na koduru hono manfo no se ade hia wo mo papa ochade na ene de wono madane ade serefo ene sei se nka sabre pa na ya wo sabre kenipa ehuru pam so wo mo eton ade wo mo dan ma han wo mo sebe impredia san wono mo hyeda ekofa matress se de ye be ya yie ede fem nkrofo ene gie mu ne ho nkeka ho enso na ye ka sei ekronum bo sebe omo atubata kuntu ha ni nkyira na ekọ beba fie de nenso enkonkonkonko ye se de na ene gie tenyentie komodi akofo adie
coronavirus no ase bibia senkenya no dia kamia mitia kwa midi ka this time so machines bi ha esisha ye bebo ba this dia ye bomba ye na bebo na next year so covid ko from dia ye se meeting dia
ema mamu e ye ni bibi during Easter and I even bra Easter no for some time no like COVID no what we know that me make say aboa amwa and say nema bia aya bita bi ye wo kom e na ebikru na nimas enya sana telephone no esese Easter so na so obi fi baby ono de onim se obi anim no ha enti ne ope no ye ne oye no so enkyire na ennasu ban pabi edi so se na communicate ne pese nipa no ebeba yɛ ni gye nanso nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a ɛfa nkansɛm ɛne ɔfɔduro bi wɔ hɔ a ɛde basabasa ɛba ista no ɛde asetena ba nanso yɛnim sɛ ɛntoasɛm
eti omanfo no na wo musugu omoyem no asem no awerɛho papa sɛ kwawu paa nie kwawu paa nie na yɛnua bɛ makosi bi amana de oda so opepo no so pacho ba Facebook sɛ sie ya baabi adwadifo no won de ohun sɛ nipa kakra wo nemum oyɛ wo de camera na fa kurom kakra kurom bo sabre so traffic me so utimi di traffic so sa na dwonso de oyɛ de si kodwonso kyɛ sɛ nyasam ketewa wo traffic it me temu akwabra ni timi tran na to so sa be don hwere nan akwasi yamakwabo
mejo sana sai
sɛ de baabi a wugina sɛ de hɔ asia yɛ din kura kyɛ sɛ nkoyie za
na sai sa ready kwawi sta ne de o hwa aye kabode na de ama kwawfo ne nyina kyerɛ sɛ enka Easter yi enka ene ya woda de akyi efiada no na otimu sɛ sa brain ka traffic wo krom dwadifo a eton ne ma wo mu nyansa na mo de agiska nanso ne uba behwe kwawu a sɛbe ɛhɔ yɛ din kamia ka sɛ ɛhɔ yɛ sense mampom uduru kwawu obɔ me kwada anja sɛ arɛho ka ba ko betwam abɛsɛ simadu ne ba ko betwam enipa kura wo fie no obi ahyehyɛ na fie mu ata sɛ wonhu nipa mpo na sɛbe wo ne di nkɔmɔ trɛsɛ Easter no akɔyɛ ɔhaw na amane ɛde aman na sɛ enka kwawu Easter yi ba sɛ ya Obowura hotels na de a ene sabre ukura usika se den kra nya de anka obenya hotel dan ni bia dem ne nyina ne se omudi kan ye Easter package na omudi agu ho ntiri krofo di kan je in advance nanso ne ye Obowura hotels ye bisa wo mo no wo mo se na omunim se nka Easter ne beba so enu nti hotels akase ne ye package na nka free ya woda ne saa de kosi ne dwoda no nka oba package ye be ma wo no the lowest wo mu kura 2,686 million. Then so nay almost the performance I am say wo ba na wo kita 200 cedis kura no a e ma ba bia da make I say akoye kabode de ama wo mo na wo mo so attitude drivers and they sungu wo mo yam dodo no a kire mu say na o mu ne mu say ye den ya da nka yi say be ba so ntie car no nka mo miamia car no mu atasa bre de wo mo de be fa nipa enan ne num ne nsia na kyese wo mo de adwiri sika ye gombotom na nso nei wo mo gina nkokɔ obepa na ya so na wo mo tie mu bepo so akyese eno kro wo mo nya nipa ene de wo ba kwa mu a ye hwe akyese bibia nkyere kra sɛ Easter di kra be ba so sɛ eduru fie ba bi na sɛ yie kase bi kra wɔ kwa wu ha ya na ye hu de emu wɔden kra kyɛn de na ye hu yi
kwagu ma na wasine mfa usi na kwa kro ma ye bɔ saa no wo mo a ɛyanko kogu kwa pa ma kwa ye de dodo na aboso kan ɛna wo mo wɔ yɛnkɔ aboso kan ko bi so mse na dia ye ɛho asɛm tse ba cho da Facebook na be he kwa krom kwa pa yɛn ye kwa adom kwa damte
na say
bako de
bibi aboko we da so
na udru ɛya aboso kan no mse wɔn bɛkɔ ana
yes ka ku me ji ko no me se be ma me omo ko mi mu di no manga so mo tuja se ne odi nka kan no ye ne a che omo ha akwu no ho na ayesisi a na omo aboso kan no ko without aboso kan for the na yenye ko baba mi ndo openi ma baba aduma yo ye ja ye share this year ko no
idru ene no ye frame na am say bibi ayira wa onyen ko fo ne de yedru be fo ne so a enema ekoso activities na ekoso no eboa ema ye kure at least musika sem at ni ekoso kakra ntafi ya yare no ekoba ne sei no aha ye papa ye tie nyina ya botoboto ameme fo de ko tena me kuro musika na ama hokra na esi me ko hunu me na nanom ane me ma me nom ye tena ba bi ni ya bonkomo ye honkomo kakra but you better company asem no so make sure say social distance area no kan no share kon ko area me pa because e ba e da o man so
yo ye da say yan chi me openi ba ko unu ya de o say obekọ nukrom o ko share buza for na we
me de me so be da wa say do do na fa me ko smart e aboso kan de ma o kan say ye ni pani bo share ne so because say si an ye ko e sa ko fa ya le ba e kan ye be da we e da ye nyina so e ma o man so mu ye de pa e ti ni pani no bo share ne so nti asam na waka se na mo obi an konkobo anti bronya ko bronya defense no
Cabronia will be a Cotoco, Atomo, and so they didn't want to the Bia, it's Mislamo. I feel do that's a Yanako for more, any other quick community, the Mamma say, oh, yeah, you should do some way. It will be until if you know in the ma and more Monamon Comuniodo, Vidamas, and then I don't go to you. Yeah, the meeting Coco, no, you're so many coffee.
I'm a patch of fear, the Mecasa meeting Aqua and Ameboa. Your friend me, Joe Cancer, Medipa amount for any cottage Joe, I'm a wabble talking. Say the NT Amin Kofi are facing last year to some uncles are COVID now, abandoning one peninsula or the other one. A year is if you quite a good. Then in Yabushi, fire, Quaco, Monk, and any geno, I Quaco Geno, Hopa, and Safi Adom Treno, almost as here a free Linda door. Now, Omodiaco, Eastern Palace, and maybe enemy Mediomachi, and another say. I am for Jenny Bano. Sani I was if I born Papa Palace one. And don't think I am too much Papa. Now, I have a Hinana, a real Musto, a Yapako Bosso, a year rooftop. I'll say you much as animal when you're young. You Huntina, I might stand by a door. That's meeting up. Yes, that's a echo field, medical Jacobe, now it's idiot. So join me. Masuman. Oh, I don't know. Kakum, Yari, I feel woman, and to know, dear, I saw Kakum. Why Kakum? No, no, Dala. Dr. Bana, I say, Obisi Kono, I beans. I am some more again. Facebook, me say, maybe I'll throw before one. And no cries on the traffic so as I'm not be road no na bo he. On say and from FM so share that chat somebody a reporter no. I Obome, welcome to Obome. Welcome to Obome. Obome is now a ghost town. Obi ya wonye nipa bia no call station dey need back akra ho nti. Ma me ba ko pe na nam kwa ni so. But ofri oba station, the station na je say. Na nipa wo kakra. Enyume metra se mekoko aba. Covid adwuma wa be. Ma ko twa me ho aba. Na abusia sanka wuyi kwa ufiri wonu mu Christopher ne de wonu mu hihya so da ma bi so bobo empata na chese wotiase wo ye crusade chenchirenche we se Easter de na ya nya ne ba bi fa ko enu ne etumi kabom yesi area hafo o Kaneshi area fo de nie La Paz area fo de ni na nke yekoda akoma area ni achiche musa nso ni bisa na wo ye no Pentecost ka ho na enai de COVID-19 nti yesi ese wuni pa kora samiri ya wom no mo hyedem o de konkoro no majeso mewurade na mutim kura mo de ye adwuma no maye no hoboko enye dede enye nipa dom bia na amasum ye atumi aba ne yesi yenkonso de awuduo mu eza na ye boyi die enso ni bebre wo hye crusade na sende eti ya hyase free Methodist aso de mani ya hyase free ye ni ewura aso de mu ho no amakomu o ye kwasante mantem sofo pani ayesu ani ye kwa ye no sofo idi atudwa so o nyame die won sachira corona tumi sisa wiase na emom nyame die wotimoda wotesane wote enura enne adapim quotation no wose enu nti ensachira bia ma ebo wonyame sam ka wokam na emom so obebo dwade wose COVID-19 protocols na wose odi so etu ade niam agu akwam ewa makom Methodist asori mu
Methodist asor ye na hobo hina today ehihye aban dekufam ye asor bia sadio sa amene peyin fo kasa yeti na sadio aja wo fo no busu abama asomdwe abamene monso ye mfen dagwa enti hihye biara abanada to ho onamo COVID na no Easter celebration biara matter asor esu sor Christmas ya na pepe ona no de adwuma na sadio ye nyare ye nyankwa ye nyamoto nti se Empen the chapel and Birman said 2 hours and the Mishishi Nara and paying for the one as Ashasi, the Denton Adamahan, or various doubts are is a Juma. And say a commander show Easter, and Moshia, me came today, the being a 40 or Sunday. Yen paying for our handle, it will be the moment, and now a son also or the boom or the man, a man.
Way a metari of pen now work Masiama come Reverend Stephen Bosomche Ayensu and your training can we na yasi Roma Foso and ye wonum qua wameradia didn't we are near qua de Twaso, Etia qua Mampong. Ena ye kodu ye kwa yana so penny right Reverend Joseph Osei Bonsu. One should do just so COVID-19 inti. We so almost was someone kakra. No assess send your baby one near mano enunye.
Only Thursday, and I have come from some Bayer Mass, the Bayer Mass. Not Naneno, Nakamasimuno, thank you from Nasi, said Jesus, a year over a small for an Asian, and a COVID and say, yes, from Yayende. Canin so I could be a pastor, I better transfer them, Kanya Tonton, Adoniano, and Seneno. And I could be to know it me. As soon as I will say, and also muscle. At the cook yard and so you'll be moved to control. There can then get the fuck room, which is a something in the room. And so and I'm coroning to know, and saying your name where Ben I saw them.
Reverend Father Joseph Bonsu no nature sanka Roma for the any dear wo kwa wo mo like to be omoso Mary wom Yesu wom no obi an na musa ne fe ye ko video wo biribi atwam wo esofo se afie nkone saa na pentefo so Pentecost Church of Pentecost ene ye ko mu ne se edom wom enti mo so enhyehyeye wom wo ne san penna wo resika sam toto ye so e wo Pentecost asafo no mu Apostle Lawrence Sotu ene won so de atudwa so mama mfo was in Niema, Jai.
In Church of Pentecost. In Brinumu Adiontino, yes, protocols are Oman Penny, a day Abba, Yade Egua Quemua, Yade share we are Samboy and Yohomai. A few COVID-19, Hono, Yadi Dijumapa, Medica and say, Obaya sorry, Dema, sending us a shame, Kuya, get Nasi, Ubia, a Bamwa, or chef, no smaskana, or the back. It take a share temperature. Senebaya, say, Obidia Cosra. Yadi hunjuma eno bi onso no your sanitizers ewo kwa ya de fefa yansa ho ya mics you use ni nyina ya sanitize obi use bia wo sanitizer oye ya ko convention yi mu yi no sa nhyehyɛ na ne de adwuma.
Apostle Nyako Church of Pentecost asafo penina wo resika sam toto yeso ene ya chin na mantifido so ene aprosifo empanimfo kokobɔ we twade da so ene wo de abasem wuni pa cross o wa mantifido a ensam wa mampanina ka se protocol so COVID-19 ho ebia ye adwuma ene ebi chisi asenkra yatum wo se wo wunim na ba wadwe so ye di stantim ba ene empe die eni na be ye wo.
So the COVID-19 the president directives still in force and we have to go by them. You could be arrested when you go into live gatherings. Make sure that you wear your nose mask and distance yourself and avoid large gatherings so that you may not be infected. Policemen are out there and we have increased our numbers, both uniform and the CID enforcing the laws. Nightclubs should take note.
Ayo, where you see a sempetia, nightclubs, Murray, Superintendent Bernard Baba Ananga, and yet in no.
Ugu su tie prem to breka Kasiebo Adom 106.3 sha 104.5 asempa 94.7 na yaba we su sesi
nana do ye mano afishapa na me se no onye careful pa so onsua dwomama because dwomama me adusu mu 4 years the same say ne kondo de dwomama ye no because na say obekofie ne adumo light esuesua ye na ado de pa
yababa sankane na edundun nsensem no so nemom yakoya nimu a dwomtreni akane no da NDC amanyokura no e wo fifi mantem Bernard Alote Jacobs the only educated fisherman enkra beke yensa kiremu nipa bi ahase e bɔ ne ntrene so anwe yom bagene nkwa firi nsem akalote so onya abofra a ɔbɔ ne bra ya na manyosem a nanu yi na ne party NDC say ɔno mu ayi ne to akonwa ɔno akra no na ɔkira asak myself dada ɔtwe ne ho afra manyokum dada ɔmo de behwe so se twea watwe ne ho afia manyokuma na yi ayi na di ntine nipa bi pese odi na wu a na ase bia business bi won chen agalote ya mo ha
ya mania
na aponum te sei
nyagobo na ye da na so de ye tax
na dia watifia adroi nipa bi se omo emma nyankopon na nto nsamfro omo mom beja akwan
NDC is capable of doing that.
Oh, I don't know see NDC.
I've been in the party since 1997, and I know what the NDC is capable of doing.
Yes, our party no mu dia.
Mr. Minim the NDC is capable of doing it.
Na mpese me hu na so na wom.
Mr.
Efri afi apama kwa bi okru mienu nti wo mu nyina na mu ye bi oho.
Mr. NDC is capable of doing it.
My entiase eba ne say a text message obi asend abrel ana ya frɛ phone so na abontrene na onam kwam no bi abokeles bi mo nse da bi we de onyame obekume
endi da me fi asempa ni
anwumre no
anwumre
o na say no anwumre me no kwa na gina ha
yo be 710 enwu da yezi nkomo ye nyi chairman ajiman kojo ajiman din nkomo na edu asare ni makata makam mutuka no kwa ya nyim kaka mapa society general na munde 2 motorbikes akusi right two see right one see left when one there we took car and they were closing in and so I drove magacha mabanda onko at top speed urban critical area on share light in on maneuver even if it is red because I'm sensing something. And because I've never seen this before. And so we drove into the light. But you do, and they were at top speed. And you do, baby, I've been on a what one, and when I really this one. Yeah, and we saw them, they were coming. And they said, look, I'm now just the Languisa was made for this. And to drive speed past this. They had to fulfill but you know, as a guy, no, I can very well. They had to fulfill my white horse. No more to go here. And the year to feel bone me fra, me boy, I usher few mom there. We are not going to blow the horn, no more gate in the mom. And they almost get in the Ekashim 9. 5 o'clock near you. My dodge me in for baby. I do my Kasiebo, Yakafa, Dominasi, Abiazi, Yadibupi, Cheating Guanta, Yadifum, the Bafanyam Ransa, Medifum, or friend and Amos Marquaidu, go pay in Kamfa, they will pay in Kamfa Junction. Numbers of call. I get more to tone for my pigs. Muton do ni na mete there. A call. I'll get out of Cape Coast. Assassins are in Cape Coast to kill you, but they've been sent by the NDC. The person is so respectable a person that I don't have to take it for a joke. And I then move out of Cape Coast. As at now, a coded location. But I quickly reported to the regional police commander. And after that, in Bomina, I was trying hard to get to Mr. Kandapa. I asked his number from the radio stations. Ninya synchronized the Noma was a friend. But I have not been able to get through to him. So I've sent him a message that my life is at stake. Not that I'm afraid, but I don't want people to tell me that, oh, I'll take the channel to the football on fire. And the more coded location.
And they say, what a baby?
Mr. Baby, but you see, it will get to a point that is a logical, so I don't mind. So, if it is my blood that will win them the elections, then they will be deceiving themselves. It will be a great curse upon the NDC. But I have faith in God and Christ. They are my pillars in life. And I always believe the will of God, that God's will permit through my life. And I will seek the canopy of Christ and God, that I will sleep and then wake up.
Dear now, dear NDC 20. Said ya wa kase omumum na epe we. Dear body na dia yomu.
I'm fucking loaded with information. but I won't vouch it out because maybe I'm making it. What is it? I will not play sycophancy, but I will allow God's will to prevail and to permeate.
I just say, me the Okanasia. Eniema woni omo se amanyoku mu aya bomu niema wodi wani ehunu epo bia woni omo abo bomu azesei eno wada utim ne wakoma mu no epia ebetima ha amanyoku no sa na apa kire
ba zabi me wo info papa ba zabi ta praje wo ye penyina na wuti fu gwa or there again. I have departed with them. If they don't leave me peace, and it's going to be a declaration of war.
They say, baby, I won't fear dress. I quite any more uzro.
Oh, I didn't. My Bobra, sitting me from my enjoy life. I've faced hardships in life, and God has promoted me to be where I am today, and that is why I glorify God.
They say, baby, I walk on time now, be piano, and go is over to Ambo for open 24 hours security. Anna,
Messi there, I will get out, they to kill me.
But he said, oh, baby, Kakranza.
No. I want to respect elders in society. The Benin are friendly, them being focused on friendly, and they are advising me. As you respect for it.
But then, NDC, the okay NDC, I am an Yokoni Dean. Who only petty tribute or Honma for say, or Monepo, Ayoboniana.
Oh, NDC, Menka.
Baba was a see, I can say, oh, Nipakra, yes, I didn't.
Oh, Mr. Diaz, who make two wolves in. You will see them as but they are.
Let us say, the TN said, maybe a board, Yakra, or Cape Coast, and not Danchain, and I feel the physicals with the Eba.
No, get no leading, it's not normal. I need the super, I don't know. When it comes to Cape Coast, people don't respect it. I've even given me a capital to be selling a money to Anton. But that's Oji Kofu, well known in Cape Coast. So you don't bother about that thing. Then Moses was then Nukosia was Abomudia. Then Baba come up with him. I'm afraid of the report. Because I don't fear their guests. And I don't believe in our emotions. I believe in God and Christ.
Yo. Angalote, my no was your home. Would you Kasiebo a mefro na baby on my pedocron Makubia bro? Why?
You me that.
All right. Bernard Alote Jacobs, the only educated fisherman, is also named Quadansa him. And I'm so not need any more permanent chairman, Ejeni Boating, a New Gabin North chairman in a you grab a 2 Can communications officer. Oh, Fantini. You free some agent fee by Takradini, yeah.
Festival.
Mirror Finidi. Coco Solomon cancer, grab a 2 or na Swaga Jim so crowd Dwasari.
Abushia yankwa nimu na ensam no de eche kurei ne bebe bia so ye bebo mu ama ne wasi enum so a ne enum se ya ne yi ne abase no abani ne nyina Adom 106.3 FM so na abeti we nyina na yankwa nkane asem so e say wobi nim obi a meka nkire wobi se eye prefon na ekoso wo magimu woda hono mo anwumre no ase ewiemu ya hyew no wo beti efon ni edum no ebi ona sa wuti ye ya no wiri mienu ni aso wuti anye yeso dia ene awudamu a beti wani anadwo da so ma bia ni aso ECG anasa adwakuo grikofo wonsam ananse wode abeto yanimu oni se power na triple ye emuma no katwi nwa se wo so na wo nante da wo na no katwi ho saa na homa no ye akatwi ho trepin na trepe ye na de how ba ye ntigana fo munya botre afa ya de no ba ko triple ye na sada bi ye trepe ko ana Ghana for si da bi kwanye Greeko for mu di ni pefa so no enye eti mu wonche mu bi beba mo famra na Ghana for nte ene mpanimfo abekasa na wani e wa Asante Mantam we ene e we de register ne ebobọ eti ebodi a no wagye so yei anasa president say Asante Mantam de eyei ne edi akire ni yase prafoi no mu bekita mu a kosi December Bronya bosome afimu ene ewo mu a mo bete fon ewo mu a mo bete yaso no magye so ye no mabose empanimfo chiemu say wo toto niema enkani ahoma no wo se dada ye wo mu wo sesa no wo kyehye niema ye enti sesei wo toto niema sese niema no tante buro betumi dia ba ne se Asante Mantam free sabri kro ekosi December bosumi no mo prefon modamode mo na modamu no ena wo bankran so a enkran so de nimpanimfo se enkran ni winiba na say yadum finfiri Mantam June July na say enkran ni winiba for mo de ne ye June July mo so prefon no mo be ko mu a edu se niema totoye kakra no wajamu penna wode asem ya todwa eye director in charge of system operation na wo Greeko engineer Magba
Emri bebre aba kane dundum nti wo ha na wo kane adu wo ha yes ye jetum se niama yedi ye adwuma na ye power system no I say na ebi ahoden no eswato kakra nti ye jetum se se ye bibi fa ho ni titiri kura ne se wo kofa ba bi ti se Kumase ene ne mpotema kane atumi dundum wo pa ni titiri anu du fam ye hu se ne nti ya ye se projects bibi wo ha se ye se ne be ya system na ye di adwuma no ahoden bebem na ekowie no ye nunu kane bi nti wo hwa se ye projects be ya nanwo Pokuase substation ene Kaswa substation Pokuase substation in Kaswa substation Millennium Challenge and what do mean ska
Abushia nyini aba anu no ene ode atodwa se munyima koma na momfa brogo ntoso munya botre na wototo niema eti wompese obi wunipa kro wunwu so enti na ode nkyiremu aba no na owie ya na so afo foforo ya sabre wakwaso ye hwe omeya mo ne ne so Dr. Matthew Opoku prempe napo di atodwa so nde wiase ade awachi ye na ada sa amanfo da sumu na amanfo bisa ena de na ekoso onu ntumi nyia no enu nti na ode mpanimfo no aba se mommeka mo hawo na mo nkyire bra hawo no etu obetumi atwa wasi Ghana for sabri ya mpanimfo ya kase enkrani winiba June July Kumasi December no wasremo munyabote.
The government has put in place a mechanism where every generator, every transmitter, every distributor of electricity is paid something regularly, what we call the cash waterfall mechanism. Government has also introduced, and it will start very soon, a gas clearinghouse where more funds will be made available to the suppliers of the fuel for these generators. The recently passed budget, government has made available a Delta Fund that is also going to contribute to the payment of these debts that are in. So it's not because of a debt that this power outage is concerned. And I would like to conclude by saying that the challenges that are being faced would definitely sometime lead to maybe a power outage here or there. But this, like the technical people just said, is not because of a generational problem.
Wey aye Dr. Matthew Opoku prempe no amanfo a mubu nsuo free dan kaniamu free covid abere no so no enura na free water free right ni nyina ba wieye wey wo so afo ye ohwo man kra to nsem so onmonyafo kwadwo ponkroma na de atodwa se ade no a wo mo ye so wo mo de so asene wo covid-19 mu no enura ni nyina ba wieye.
The end of March by His Excellency the President. Today is the 1st of April. So I think there are facts that are available to you that must be put in very clear context. The President announced clearly an extension to the end of March. Today is the 1st of April. So I'll save you of that one. Do we have a generation issue? And then maybe when Minister is doing his closing comments, he may generally speak to the issue of energy sector.
Wey ayo oswafo ye ohwo mayi yankrato ansem so yenkwa asante mantam we December 4 yenkwa ne yenkwohwe wonumu waboa wo ho nyame ya adom aburo nyam ya so nkane ama wo yensentwe ni ye wo ahoma so yenkwa na Erastus Asaridonko Erastus mahao
Bejo zo mini aba
yo mini aba ma mo de no aba enkrane wini bade ye June July moso mo de ne ye December nti yesi free sa abre kosi December no de na be koso ankasa
yo sha efi January eba no na sa dum so efi ase wo ho ani adum ne especially efi anwumre ebo no nso ekopem do abese dum yenu anajokra no na mai ebi sutumi kopem anopa enom ne ade ansa na aba eno na owura Kwame Adimanbudu on da electricity company of Ghana why central for nche mo awie e dia tuja se ta dunduma ye dundun kania na ade wa santimantem kumase ene ne potem no sabe enye dum so anase dia electricity no anyina ma hoden no na eni ho eno nti na dia ye no sa nemum o chese enhoma ewo kumase ene enyirem kania no eniama ene da mu ansa na bedu ha no ayemre eno nti ena yenya sa ohaw no nemum gekofo esi fofora omode kumase beto so na ama sa ohaw no etwocha na eno no adwuma omo ye no mbewie eye afi ekọ na wie ye December eno nti omo de tuja se omo kumase no dum so ne kan ye dundun no de omo sho omo sapo munsu na omo no omo nya adwene na omo mompaye mo na enkodu afi na wie ye December de na omo timi de niam agu akwan mu a sa dum so no ebetimi agyaye
o mini abema na kumase fo atede onuma ka bibia na afa ni ebeti asimu o
essential enhemu o ye no sisi ani yewie na ye ne mo kasa wa Adom Kasiebo so de na ye se obi a wotie bia no oba kumase ne important mo Adom de no ano mutie enchira na omutie enti no mbeka so o mate na sa omo boba juso ana so omo bonyo so no de eno de achire no ye tietie mu ni hwehwem a ye de omo so senkan ye aba na mum ECG force omo so omo sapo mu nsuo no omo nya agyen emo mpa ye mo na fi ko na wiye no ansa na sa dum so no etumi agyae
mini abema me na wase ne mfansi abema na abusia Erastus Asaridonko ene atenenka e de free asante mantemu no
yento Kasiebo no so kai se ene eprufu da ne ba ba betie amanfo a eprufu adi wonom ene kwan a eprufu no fa so di wonom ebere bia atwamu ene kra de amanfo ani ada ho pa so still ye de yi nkrofo pa che ope enkokoma a beyen wo mo na se nkosua bebre 1000 crates 2000 crates 10,000 crates ni ade a mesrewa Samtak Farms wo mo kuma se manhia omne ajapaji wa ne din hwanu mu so ame omne waterworks ne din hwanu mu na fei anwan kwanta oboase kwanso be hu omo number ne 0203668000 0203668000 mo pa ba bi edmo ba akọ school papa beti to ba no betwa no so hwe na chi abra bon besi ye sanse so wa opa osan kwampa wo obone so a wote wa modinka nti Bright Senior High School ene ye kanfo dia ma Bright Senior High School no akonya ho se besi a meka sei eye boarding school a nkuranya ba bi kama eda etena edidie esua de kama so omo number ni 0242 071-185 Petrosol eho ena Easter any Easter chi nyina ye to e fa wo papa ekotaka engine mama engine tiapo na echema wo fa wo papa ye mfrefre mu fa wo papa sebe ye de pompo a ye nyoso joso no na ebu ama wo efri Petrosol CD capsules se wo hia hodene e wo ne peduam di akonya de wa immune system be boost no epo corona na wo pese o kana chiri ntem efri widie mu a e CD capsules ena ye sa adwuma no CD ointment so adwuma den ama honam yawo eba na wa wotrase kakra no abre adrafo mo twa kwantenten mo pesi di ointment ni bi na nyam ho adwuma Franco Trading Enterprise yemfa number ma wo fra branch ne de be oni akere sanse Easter ye promo den phone na pese otobi ma dofo a ebre ni Easter ya na wo so to no TV na pese otobi ma obi a me ba cho sabre ye say ye printer na laptop fridge tabletop fridge na afi so no mo amopa accessories ahodo no number na 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 Vachoti aseso betima download Franco Trading app no e de go phone so every Play Store and Google Play Store and na say www.francotrading.com. Now them MTN or say everywhere you go. Download my MTN app on your phone so never momo. Fato data, fato airtime. Na bibia enko kama. Afei monsona say mo pese mo ya nyoma ahodo efa MTN short code ahodo na ya na akonfuse mo no. Munya so MTN my MTN app na ebebo am papa. Floral disposable handkerchief and they say yede pepa yanim ema no ponsu nti a floral disposable handkerchief. And if you brand air to we are so a floral disposable handkerchief and cofa handkerchief and tomade ema ne nkote ade enkofa haw emfa emrewo. Ene April bosome oforiso bosome ne da edi kan. Na sa da ye da ye de yi nkrofo di nkrofo saa o hono ma no obi atwe wato opani pa bi afere no ese bra. Na je say woni baba so bako no na nipa ne mfrɛ o ba bia ye obi approve kra ma card ne kɔ hwe ho a je say nyasem ketoa obu a ne ma me panimu pa na oyi no obu a na adwuma mpani oyi na owie ya no say so ohunu nyansa me approve dia ohunu nyansa ko bi e adwuma ɛna oyi na die je say approve e de nkrofo afa kwa bebre so ne na kwa approve dai ɛna ye se dabi omanfo bi won mo approve asem no wo ka kyerɛ okra ya futu na Adom Kasiebo etisi monte so no omanfo bi didi nkomo efa approve ho aye ntie
my boss to coin, but I'm not like misunderstanding kakra. It's never about Kakashami so. My boss have friends, I'm in front of me in Bishiano. I will Rimwood or side, and I'm in Comico is no more. No, Mr. Michiban no more. So, you are not going to be top of the say, and I put him one sister, and I'll be a friend of the kinds of friendly. Do not different him. Oh, me my say to Mr. Final home. They sold no friendly.
Enyumre ya de dia kana beto aso nana sei ampofo Gemini
Kasiebo achiwa yi Adom
wa mekulenu ena kuba ne boy achi dom na Adom Kasiebo demfo nyina so yo mafamu de de ta Kasiebo yi achi ayo 05 ena ede ko Facebook ena YouTube ye de mo si ena yi atwa botantim de enkaibo no ba no achi no kwamna Aidan e de live worship beto aso
Flora ye handkerchief bia ye de tissue aye na ye pack no enketwa sene be ya